She's worked on Wallace and Gromit. The Welsh animator whose latest project could be in line for a BAFTA gives some tips on getting into the industry. Tofarides, who's originally from Bronllys in Powys, has worked on some major productions after starting animating as a teenager. With her latest project on a BAFTA long list, our reporter David Grundy has been to meet her and got some tips for anyone considering animation as a career.
Trauma, coercive control and reconnection with your inner child. These are just some of the themes of the BAFTA long-listed animation film Gofod y Menydd Brain Space.
It was really important to tell a story which feels authentic and, something which does depict like real pain and struggle, but that's in order to show what real strength and resilience looks like.
The short film took filmmaker Laura Tofarides 5 years to make.
Production of the film was tricky. We did start in Cardiff, we then moved to New Zealand, shot some of it in the shed of the accommodation there, and then we moved back to Bristol to coincide with my job starting on Chicken Run. It really was a labour of love, but filmmaking is a compulsion. It's something that you have to do, and that's really kind of what carried us through the difficult parts.
But obstacles are not a new thing to Laura, who was hired to work on films like Wallace and Gromit's Vengeance Most Foul. Only 2 of the 6 directors nominated for the British short animation category in the BAFTA long listing are female.
In some instances, it can be the case that men are hired on potential and women are hired on proof. In some instances, women are kind of taught to minimise themselves and to not take up space in order to kind of fit societal expectations, whereas being a director is being a professional decision maker and you naturally have to take up space. And so sometimes that can seem like a big scary leap for people.
Although Laura says Wales punches well above its weight in the animation industry, she worries about cuts and how they could affect future productions.
They pay back in the economy like tenfold. And it's not just about the money, right? It's about telling stories, and it's incredibly important. And if we're not valuing those things as a society, then 10 years down the line, you won't get more filmmakers and you won't have things to celebrate. So it's very important to fund the arts properly.
Laura is currently working on the upcoming production of Shaun the Sheep, and she has this advice for those looking to get into the industry.
Yeah, so when I was in Brecon, my dad gave me a video camera because I didn't realise at the time you needed a stills camera for stop motion. So I would just press record, count to 3 in my head, press record again to stop it, and then speed it all up. And that was my method for a really long time until someone pointed out you should be using a stills camera. I was like, oh, you just have to start and you have to practice and make all the mistakes and get better. It's never been easier to start. So just have a play around, have fun, make things on your phone and show them to your friends and family and see what you enjoy.
The BAFTA shortlists will be announced tomorrow.